Welcome to Simply Pi Maths.
So let's see a word problem of arithmetic progression. So here it says, in 1st Jan 2016, Sanika decides to save 10 rupees. So let me write like this. The sequence will goes like 10 rupees first, and then what? 11 on the second day. So that means next number will be 11. 12 on the third day, then 12, and this will go on. Okay, and if she saves like this, then on 31st December 2016, what would be the total saving is the question. Okay, that means she is saving from 1st Jan 2016 to 31st December 2016. So that means what is these numbers? These numbers are nothing else but Sanika's daily savings, right? So let me write like this. Let Sanika's let's not write let, because this is a given number, right? We are not assuming anything. So we'll say since Sanika's daily saving is, what is Sanika's daily saving? 10, 11, 12, and so on. Is this an AP at the first place? Yes, it is an AP. This is an AP. This is an AP. Why it is an AP, do you know? Because see, the difference is common, right? The difference between these two number is 1. The difference between these two number is 1. So it is an AP. Okay. So it is an AP means what? You will be able to simply identify A and D in this. Who is A? A means the first term, that is 10. Who is D in this? D means the difference between two terms. So let me write T2 minus T1. So T2 minus T1 means 11 minus 10 in this case, isn't it? 11 minus 10, so it is nothing else but 1. So I didn't even read the complete sum clearly, but I just identified what is the sequence in this, and I identified that this is an AP, and hence I know A and D. Now let's focus on the sum. So it says what will be the total saving, right? So let's understand how many numbers will be there at the first place, so that I can take a sum of all those numbers, right? So 1, 2, 3, but I don't have no clue like how many numbers will be there in this series. But what will give me that idea? See, from 1st Jan 2016 to 31st December 2016. So let's understand, in a year there are how many days, by the way? 365 days, right? So do you know like every year will have 365 days? No, it's not true. There are some year where it will contain 366 days, 1 day extra, and that is called as a leap year. You might know this. Leap year. Do you know which years are called as leap year? So on a simple note, it is nothing else but look at the year, look at the last two digits in the year. If it goes in 4's table, then it is a leap year. So in this case, it is about 2016. Is 16 going in 4's table? It goes in 4's table, right? That means, is this a leap year? Yes, this is a leap year. So leap year means what? In this complete year, how many days will be there? Not 365 days, it will contain 366 days. So what I will say here is, since 2016 is a leap year, so what will happen? That's because of leap year. Therefore, Sanika is saving for how many days? For 366 days. And what is my ultimate aim over here? To find the sum of all her savings, right? Her total saving. So I will say, therefore her total saving is nothing else but, therefore total saving, whose total saving? Total saving of Sanika is nothing else but sum of all those numbers. Sum of how many numbers we have to do? Sum of 366 numbers. 366 numbers. Okay. Now let's recall the formula for Sn. What is the formula for Sn, by the way? Let me write it over here in rough. Sn is equals to n upon 2, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. Right? This is the formula for Sn, right? So now what I'm going to do, instead of n, I am writing 366. That means in this formula, wherever I see n, I just have to put 366 over there. So let's do that. I will directly write the formula over here. Let me leave a line for neatness. So what is the formula for Sn? N upon 2. N means for me it is 366. 366 upon 2. Then what? 2a. So I will write 2a plus n minus 1. N minus 1 means again 366 minus 1 and d. So at the very first step, I didn't do anything else. I just replaced all the n's by what? My number 366. Now in the next step, I can maybe cancel these numbers. 2 ones are 2, 1 carry, 2 6 are 18, 2 3s are 6. So it is nothing else but 183. And inside this bracket, what can I do? Let's see. Do I know A? Yes, I do know A. Who is A? A is 10. Let me put the 10 over here beside 2. And then what? 366 minus 1. We know that it is 365. And beside that, who is standing there? D. Who is D in this case? It is 1. So beside that, it is nothing else but 1. And as per board mass, what should we do? First of all, we should multiply whatever is there inside the bracket, right? Let's multiply these two things. 20. Let's multiply these two. It is just by 1, right? So it will remain the same. So what are we left with? 180 is getting multiplied by 365 plus 20. 385, correct? 385. And we are almost done. It's a matter of multiplying these two numbers. Can you multiply these two numbers by taking a pause? And if you have answer, the answer is 70455. What is this? This is nothing else but Sanika's total saving. So let's wrap up our answer by saying that, therefore, Sanika's total saving is rupees 70455. Let's see the next sum. The next sum says a man borrows 8,000 rupees and agrees to repay with the total interest of 1,360 in 12 monthly installment. Okay, so let's break this down into small pieces. So it says a man borrows 8,000 rupees, right? So let me write my answer like this. So let me just number the question as number 2, and let me say sum borrowed. How much amount is he borrowing? He is borrowing rupees 8,000. Okay, then what's the next thing? Let's go back to the sum. It says and repays with a total interest of 1,360. Total interest that he's trying to pay. So total interest he's paying 1,360. Okay, and in how many installments is it said? In 12 monthly installments. 12 monthly installments. So let me write here total installment. How much installment is he paying? 12 installments. Okay, and what else? Each installment being less than the preceding one by 40 rupees. Okay, so we'll have to write this also. So we'll say each installment less than the preceding one by 40 rupees. So I will say each installment less than preceding by how much? By rupees 4. Don't worry, we'll discuss about all these things. What are these things? We'll discuss on that. We are just collecting all the data at the first place. And then what's the final line? Find the amount of first installment and last installment. So let me keep the book aside, and let's say to find what I need to find. To find amount of first and last installment. Clear? So let's begin the sum. So let's understand what does it mean. 8,000 rupees is the amount that he borrowed, and he is trying to pay a sum of 1,360 as an interest. Okay, that means total amount what he will be paying back to the person from which he borrowed is this much rupees, like an addition of both these numbers, right? So let me write like this, that solution, total amount paid, I will say total amount paid in 12 installment is equals to how much rupees? Is equals to 8,000 plus the interest that he's planning to pay, right? 1,360. It's a simple addition. It will give me how much? 9,360 rupees. This is the total amount that he will pay in how many installment? 12 installment. So can you just imagine, like, what does this number mean? It is nothing else but all the installment ka sum, right? That means first, second, third, fourth till 12th installment. So can I simply say this is nothing else but sum of 12 numbers which are in AP, right? So that means it is a sum of 12 installments. So that is S12, which is 9360. And it also says each installment is less than the preceding by rupees 4. That means what? For example, let me give you an example. So let's say in one installment he is paying 100 rupees. Then in the next installment he will pay 96 rupees. And in the next installment he will pay 92 rupees. That means every installment will be decreasing by 4 rupees. That's what it said over here, right? Less than the preceding by 4. Preceding means this one will be less than 4 from the one in the previous installment. And the next will be again less than 4 from the previous installment. That means, can you just imagine what will be the difference in this AP? Difference means what? To take a difference, we always do a subtraction of this number minus this number, right? Next minus previous. That's what we always do. So in this case, since it is decreasing, the subtraction will be a negative number. 96 minus 100, it will be minus 4. Okay. So these are just sample numbers that I wrote, right? It can be any number. But the intent to say over here is like all the numbers are decreasing by 4. So if you take a difference, what will be the difference here? The difference will be minus 4. So I will say since the installments is decreasing by rupees 4, therefore what I will say, D is nothing else but minus 4. Okay, now let's go to the ultimate aim over here. What I need to find first and the last installment. So let's see how to find the first and the last installment. What do you mean by first installment? First installment is nothing else but A, right? A you need to find. And last installment, last means there are how many installments, by the way? 12 installments. Means T1, T2, T3, T4. If I go like that, T12 will be the last one. So I need to find T12 as the last installment. So these are the two things that I need to aim for. So let's see what should we do. So if I look into this sum solution part, I can see S coming over here, right? So let me just give it a thought. Can I use Sn's formula over here? Let me just go ahead and use Sn formula. What is formula for Sn? Sn is equals to n upon 2 to a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay. So now this time I am more concerned about S12. So wherever I see n, I will just put a 12 everywhere. Wherever I see n, I will just put a 12 everywhere. So 2a plus it will become 12 minus 1 into d. Now let's see what happens the next. Do I know S12 by the way? Yeah, I do know. S12 is 9360. If I cancel these two numbers, it will become 6. So let me write 6 here. And inside this, what do I know? 2a, I don't know still. A will remain a. 12 minus 1 is 11. D is nothing else but how much? Minus 4. So I will just put a minus 4 over here. And let me do the simple calculation at the next step. So 9360, this is 6, and let's see it is getting multiplied to what? 2a, when we multiply 11 and 4, 11 4s are 44, 44, because of this negative sign, this will become minus. Clear till here? Let's proceed to the next step now. What's next? We can, by the way, like we can send this 6 inside to both the numbers, or else we can bring this 6 down over here. Any which ways you can just proceed. For simplicity, what I will do, instead of sending this inside and multiplying it 2 times, it's better to send this down and doing a cancellation. Let's try doing that. 9360 upon 6. This multiplied by 6, I just brought it over here to make it divide by 6. And what I'm left over here, 2a minus 44. Let's see how it gets multiplied. So 6 ones are 6, 7, 8, 9, 3 carry. 6 5s are 30, 3 carry. 6 6 are 36 and 0. So what am I left with? 1560 is equals to 2a minus 44. Okay, so one thing that I missed over here is, suppose I believe this difference is not 4. Let me go back to the sum and read my sum again. Is less than the preceding by rupees 40, means that all the numbers are decreasing by 40, not 4. Okay, so that means what I will do is, in this sum I just need to simply say each installment is less than the preceding by rupees 40, that means my common difference D will be not minus 4, it will be minus 40. And due to that, in the sum wherever I use D, I just need to use minus 40. So 4 11s are 44. So because of the 0, it will become 440. And here also it will become 440. Okay, let's proceed. This also will become 440. Now it's just a matter of calculation, right? What I need to do, shall I send this minus 440 over here and make it plus 440? 560 plus 440 is equals to 2a. When I add these two numbers, what will I get? 2000. You can just do a simple addition in the side and you can see, okay, it will give you 2000. So it is 2a, and I am moreover interested with a. Let me send this 2 down. 2000 upon 2 is equals to a. When I do a cancellation, I will be left with 1000. So a was something that I need to find, right, at the first place. Yes, a was something that I need to find. So I have got a. Now let me hunt for last installment, that is T12. So how to find T12 now? Again, I can use Tn's formula for that. So a is done, okay. At the final answer, I will write this clearly again, saying that first installment is this much. And let me just go for the last installment, that is T12. So for that, I will use Tn's formula, which says a plus n minus 1 into d. I am interested to find what? 12th installment, right? Last installment. So I will just put, instead of n, I will put 12. So wherever I see n, I will just put 12. Then what? Then I will replace this a by, what is the a's value that I got? 1000. 12 minus 1 is 11. And d, how much difference that we were talking about? D was how much? Minus, decreasing by 40. So the d was minus 40. So I will just put a minus 40 over here. And it's just a matter of calculating the values. 1000, 11 fours are 44, and with a 0. Because of this negative, this will become negative. And due to that, what the answer I will be left with? 1000 minus 440, which is nothing else but 560. And we are done. So here I will say, therefore, what? First installment is how much? First installment is rupees 1000, and last installment is rupees 560. And that's it.